Can you please confirm me? Is everything okay or not?
Yes, sir.
What we discussed in our previous session, if you have any kind of question, you can ask your doubt. Any kind of question?
No, sir.
Yep. Okay. So what we actually discuss, mainly we discuss dependency injection, right? Okay. So you already know what is dependency, right? What is dependency? Okay. There are two kinds of okay. What is dependency? What is dependency management, right? Okay. There are two kinds of dependency management. One is manual configuration, right? Sorry,
Yes.
dependency lookup and dependency injection, right? Dependency injection and dependency lookup. What does mean by dependency lookup? I hope you already know, right? What does mean by dependency lookup? Our code, right? Our code will search for the object. We are searching as a developer. We are writing some code. We are writing some code. This code will search for the
Yes.
object, right? And what does mean dependency injection? IOC container will inject the object, right? Will inject the dependency. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Any kind of question up to now. If you have any kind of question, you can ask. Okay. What is dependency? Okay. So first of all, let me go to the program. Let me discuss programmatically. Okay. So any kind of question up to now?
No, sir.
Okay. So okay. For example, let me create one project very quickly, like Maven project. Okay. Create a simple project next. Okay. Any name. For example, six of and artifact ID or application name. For example, day 9. Sorry, day 8, right? Finish. First of all, meanwhile, go to the Maven repository, Maven, and simply let me search for Spring context, right? You know why we need Spring context, whatever. Any version
Yes.
is perfectly fine. For example, 6.0. For example, 2, okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Then go here. Okay, then Maven, recap Maven, copy and go to your project. This is our day 8. Go to pom.xml file. Okay, then one tag. Can you please tell me what is the name? Dependencies, right? Inside this, simply paste here, right? Control V, confirm, yes, okay. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. We are getting an just a moment. X. We need to paste inside this dependency system. Okay. Any confusion up to now? Can you please tell me? Any confusion?
No, sir.
What are you asking?
No, sir.
Okay. So, and let me go, for example, okay. So let me, okay, inside this resource folder, let me create one file. Or can I copy? Can I copy this application file?
Yeah, copy.
Yes.
Copy.
Okay. For example, config. Let me copy from here. Okay. Simply copy and let me paste inside this resource folder, right? Right click. Okay, please. So yeah, application context.xml file. Okay. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. So what we discussed actually in our previous session, right? Okay. Up to now, what is dependency management? What is dependency lookup, right? For example, using get-bin, we are searching manually, right?
Yes.
Okay, but what is dependency injection? For example, let me create one package. New, okay, package, for example, on the except, okay, for example, gigs. You already know what does mean by bin class, right? So, not here. Let me delete from here. Let me create inside this Java folder. No, resource, pages. Meanwhile, if you have any kind of reaction at any point of time, you can ask them now. For example, right click new, like class, any class, like the student, okay? For example, some property, can you please tell me some property name? Private, for example, like
Name.
integer, like SID, student ID, okay? Private, string, for example, less name, okay? Or simply name, okay? Then tell me, for ID,
Email.
okay, private, string email, then, for example, private
Password. Password.
code, okay? Private,
Process.
string what?
Password. PW.
Okay, anything, for example, address, okay? Okay, anything, password, whatever, phone number, okay? Whatever, leave this one. Any confusion up to now?
No, sir.
Or let me write, for example, password also, if you want. Anything. If you have question up now, you can ask, okay? Okay, now, so this is our, let me write here, setter method and getter method, all shift S, okay? Select all, generate, just to string method, whatever, no issues. All shift S, okay? Generate setter and okay, select all, generate. Any confusion up to now, what we are discussing, what we are writing? Anything?
No, sir. No.
Okay, yes. So can you please tell me, is it bin class or not? Is it bin class or not? You already know.
No, sir. No, currently not been class.
Let me create our main class, for example. Any class name, for example, like main class, okay? So yeah, this is our main method. Okay, main method. Okay, this is our main method. So you know, in this main method, we can create the object, right? We can create the object of the student class, new student, and we can set the value, right? We can set the value
Yeah.
how? Using the setter method only, right? Yes or no?
Mm.
Using setter method, we can set the value. Any confusion? I hope there is no confusion. But what we are doing, first of all, let me configure this class, right? First of all, let me configure this class. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are not doing like this way. We are not creating the object. We are not creating the object. Who will create the object? Who will create the object? Spring IOC container will create the object, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, means what? Let me write this point also, right? Okay, you know who will create the object?
I will spend it.
Yeah, actually,
Nice.
okay, Spring IOC container will create the object. Means what? Means we no need to write the code, right? Yes or no? For object
Yes.
creation. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Means we no need to write something like new.
Student. Yes.
It's
Yes,
to-
student.
we no need to write like this. But can you please tell me who will allocate the memory? Can you please tell me? Do you think IOC container have any memory system? Any memory?
No.
There's any memory? No, right? Yes or no? No.
No.
So JVM has memory system, right? ISO container
Yeah.
has any memory system. Okay. System, no, right? But JVM has the memory system, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. JVM has the memory. Okay.
Yeah.
Memory system. Can you please tell me? Okay, you know what does it mean by your memory system? There are 5 kinds of memory, right?
And yes, native, stack,
Okay, for example,
instance.
okay, start memory, static area. You already know all the things. I think no need to explain it. Okay. Can you
Yes, sir.
tell me? JVM is the memory system. Who will allocate the memory? Who will allocate the memory? Can you please tell me? Who will allocate the memory? Can you please tell me? Just common sense. JVM only, right? JVM is the
JVM,
memory
yes.
system. Who will allocate the memory?
JVM.
And for the object, consider this is your heap memory, right? This is some internal memory. Your object will be created, but who will allocate? Who will allocate?
JVM will allocate.
JVM only, right? JVM only, but But our IOC container write this code, right? IOC container create this code, generate this code, right? For objectation. But internally, all the time, object will be actually memory will be allocated by what? By JPM actually, right? This is the fundamental concept only. Why IOC container has no capability, okay, of memory allocation. So here always keep in mind, okay. So
Yeah.
object will be created or memory, okay, memory will be created by JPM internally, right? Actually, you know, IOC container, okay, container ask or request, okay, asks to the JPM, okay, to the JPM to create the object, okay, to create the object or allocate the element. Some fundamental concept actually, right? Maybe we already
Yeah.
leave this one, whatever, leave this one, but we are not writing any code, right? IOC container
Yeah.
will take care, okay. What is IOC container, boss? What is IOC container? What is IOC container? And IOC container itself a object only, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
IOC container is itself a class only, right? Class or okay, collection of class. Itself an object, yes or no? Inside the JVM memory, right? Any confusion?
No.
Should I repeat anything?
No.
Okay, leave this one. Just keep in mind this fundamental concept. Okay. So now let's go to the code. Okay. So first of all, this is not our Spring Bean, right? This is not Spring Bean. Why this is not the Spring Bean? Can you please tell me? First,
Not configuration.
okay, there is no configuration, right? Okay. Student dot class. Okay, this is our student dot class. Control B. Just a moment. Let me delete everything. Okay, let me delete everything. Just let me write here. Set up and get on some notes. Okay. Letters N. Letters N. Okay. Also, any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay, now let me go to the code actually. So let me configure, right? This is not our, okay. You already know. This is not the Spring Bean, right? Spring Bean, right? To make it Spring Bean, okay. We need to configure, right? We need to configure, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, how many ways of configuration?
2.
Okay.
Manual.
Can you please tell me? There are, okay, 2
Two
kinds
way.
of configuration, right? Can you please tell me
Yes.
what is the name also?
Manual configuration.
Okay. Manual configuration and
Auto configuration.
auto configuration means what actually our Spring, right? And you know there are
Yes.
3 kinds of manual configuration. What is this?
XML. XML based.
Driven configuration, okay. Configuration,
Java based.
okay. Java
Class based.
or Java driven configuration, then
Annotation based.
Annotation.
annotation based configuration. Okay, you already know. So now let me make this class, okay, Bean class using Excel. You already know this point also, but still now I am repeating. Simply, yeah, just we are using one tag like Bean. Okay. To make it Bean, we are using one tag. What is the technique? Bean only, right?
Bean tag, yes.
Okay. For example, what is the class? You already know.
Yes.
For example, com.bean
Bean.
class name, right? Student, okay? Yes or no? And
I
here
think
you can
Zsop.bean, sir.
okay, dot beans, okay. And
Yes.
any ID, for example, STD, okay, STD1,
Yes.
okay. Then what will happen? You already know one object will be created, right? And ID, what is the ID? STD1, okay.
Yeah.
If I repeat anything from here,
No, sir.
I hope you are practicing knowledge to, okay, explain anything. Okay, Now let me go here. Simply you can create control S. Okay, you can create what, boss? You can create the IOC container. How to create? New
Yeah, new application
annotation.
content, annotation configuration, application context,
Okay, annotation. Then
annotation,
config
annotation configuration,
application context,
application
right?
context.
And
This
we are
is
passing what?
XML file.
Configuration file name, application
Yeah,
context dot XML. Any confusion?
no, sir.
Control 1. Okay, for example, like what is the name? For
Content.
example, container. Okay.
Fine.
Any confusion was up to now? Can you please tell me?
No, sir.
Then we are telling container, right? Container. Hey, container. I need this bin. Which bin? Get
Uh,
fit. Okay. Which bin, boss? Student, right?
yesterday one.
Student
Yeah.
dot class. Okay. Component 1. Student 1. Okay. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. Control C. Let me go to the node. And let me test here, right? For example, where you know, right? Two kind of dependency injection, right? Yes or no?
Mhm.
Okay. What is dependency management, right? Can you please tell me what does mean by dependency management? One means dependency lookup, right?
Dependency lookup,
Means
yes.
what? Means what code?
Our
Our code or
we are asking for the
developer
string
okay,
content.
asks for the object. Yes or no? For example, this is the code, right? Any confusion?
Yes.
Not possible. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah.
Should I repeat anything from here?
No, sorry.
So here we are directly searching or asking for the object. This is dependency lookup at the confusion. Okay, boss, any confusion? Can you please tell me
No, sir.
why other members are silent? Okay, now. Okay.
Background also. Present.
Okay, now can you please tell me, for example, by write like this way, sys out, okay? Like std1. What will happen? Control S or shift X, that right?
Properties value display. Value.
Why we are getting error? What is the error here? No qualifying being type. Okay, let me check once more time. Just a moment. What is the error? Let's see. Okay, for example, network dot. Let's see. Control D. Control X. Yes. Let me go to the application context. Control B. Control S. Okay. Right now, is it okay?
Yeah.
Or shift X. Check. The we are configuring, right? But still now we are getting. Can you please tell me what is the error from here? Why we are getting the mistake? For example, consider our previous student class also. Like SD student.java. Same class we are writing. Just a moment, let me check. Okay, application context. Being ID studio1 student. Main class. Okay. So student dot pass, everything is fine. Compiler dot get me. For example, if I write like this way, studio one, and let me type student, control S, or shift X, it's same problem. Is all the dependency available? Let me check.
Yes, context.
Okay, everything is perfectly fine. These are our application context. One minute. Class. Let me check what is the error actually. It is telling it is not available. Yeah. Okay, leave about this one. Okay. So whatever, just one moment. Meanwhile, let me discuss another thing. Okay. So yeah, what
Yes.
can you please tell me? Just check, first check. Exception in statement, right? No such bin definition exception. What is the bin name? STD1, right? But here we are writing the
Uh,
okay. No, there is no problem from here, right? Whatever you are telling, there is no problem. Okay. For example, if I even remove same problem, just 1 minute, as you asked. Okay. For example, I know student documents. How shift text. Okay. Okay, first one, same error, right?
yes.
Okay. So leave this one. So you know there are three kinds of configuration, right? XML based
Yes.
configuration and then
Java base.
okay, annotation based configuration, Java based configuration. We leave about this configuration. Let me go
Yeah.
with what?
Java.
Okay.
Java base.
For example, let me go with annotation based configuration. Simply we are using one what?
Component.
One annotation. What is the name? Component one, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Nothing more than this. Okay, boss. So can you please tell me, yeah, what is the error actually? Yeah, what is the
No
error? Can you
such
tell me?
no such bin definition, etc.
No. So can you please tell me why we are getting this error?
Uh,
Can you please tell me
I
why we
think
are getting this error? Just I'm telling you why we are getting this error.
application configuration application.
Can you please tell me? Now tell me why we are getting this error.
Yes, sir. I want to pass XML configuration. Yeah, XML application context.
Class
Path XML.
path
Yeah.
XML application context, right?
Mhm.
Okay, new class path XML application context. Okay, so here we need to pass, for example, application context. C. Okay. Okay. Container, is it okay?
Yes.
Just let me copy and let me paste this one. Even it is not correct. Let me do one thing. Just okay. See. Is it okay, boss? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Let this one now. Let me run this program. Okay. So simply everything is fine. And shift text. On shift X, okay, right? So everything is perfectly fine, right? Any confusion, boss? Up now? Sorry for the
No,
mistake.
no,
Okay,
sir.
we'll check. Okay. Anything wrong?
No.
So okay, leave this out. So here I hope you can see some default value, right? Some default value, right? ID equals to 0, name equals to null. Okay, leave this one, leave this one. Just focus here. So this is our class, right? This is our class, this is our student class. So right now this component is also not required. Okay, Control S, Control D. Okay, Control S. Just observe, just understand. So here is student class. This student class depends on this value, right? Student class depends on the value of the ID. Yes or no?
Mhm.
Was yes.
Yes.
So just observe. For example,
Yes.
just let me copy from here. Just a moment. Let me write this point also for you. Control C. And let me paste here. Mainly, we are discussing about dependency injection. Okay. So consider this is the class, right? Just observe. Yeah. For example, our setters and getters method. Leave this one. So here. So can you please tell me, here students, okay, I'm writing this point also, okay. Student class depends on the value, okay, on the value of the ID, right? Yes or no?
Mhm.
Can I say this is the dependency?
Yes.
Here I'm writing.
Yeah, depend on value.
Student class depends on the value of the, okay,
IDs.
okay, values of the ID, their name, okay, email, okay, course and password. Yes or no?
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So we need to, okay, inject or pass the value, right? But
Yes.
yeah, okay, we are using, for example, IOC container to inject the value, right? Yes or no? Can you please tell me
Yeah.
how to do this one? We discussed everything in our previous class. Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me? But here one point, here one point. Right now, just observe. Right now, are we passing any value? Are we passing any value?
No, sir.
No.
No.
In the
No, sir.
student class, in the student class, there are how many properties? 5 properties, right?
Five.
But
Yes.
are we passing the value? Are we
Yes.
passing the value?
No, sir.
No, no.
Default value will be assigned. Default value will be assigned. Who will assign the value?
IOC container.
Container,
The object.
AOC container.
Yeah, IOC container will create the object. So you can say IOC container will assign the object, right? Assign the value. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
But just for simple teaching purpose. But this is not actually true. Actually, if you know the code Java only, this is statement also wrong. For example, okay, if I explain just within 1 or 2 minutes why wrong, just observe. At the beginning only I explain. Can you please tell me who will create the object? Who will allocate the memory? Who will allocate the memory?
JVM.
Because JVM will allocate the memory, right? JVM will allocate the memory.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
No.
JVM will first of all,
Yes.
JVM will create the object. Observe, for example, consider this is our heap memory, right? This is our heap memory. And consider this is our class, for example, student, okay? Which, for example, integer ID, for example, maybe in the core Java, I explained like 4 to 5 just to explain what will happen in the internal memory, right? Leave this one. For example, simply just observe two property to fail. So, for example, some method also, right? Some method, okay? Some method, like, okay, like display. So, do you know what will happen whenever we are creating the object? Or consider some static member, okay? For example, leave out a static member. Can you please tell me what will happen whenever we are creating the object?
JVM
Student class,
It is created with the
But
memory.
this is our heap memory, right? This is our heap memory heap area, okay? Heap area. So in the heap area, object will be created, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Instance variable.
Am I audible right now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Whatever.
Fine. So do you know object will be created? So in the object only this, okay, memory will be allocated only for this. Memory will be allocated only for this field, okay? Only for the instant field, right? Not for the method or not
Instance.
for the other things, right? Okay, if I
Yes.
even time, I will try to upload one video. So what will happen internally, or if you miss this code Java, then maybe in the Telegram, all the videos are available. What will happen actually? Okay. So most of the mainly whenever we are explaining, we explain like this way here ID, name, and the method is available, right? Mainly we explain like this. So, but this is also wrong, right? This is not true. Only ID and name will be available. Leave this one. I mean actually, object will be created for this class. Okay, student. Okay, ID. Like this is ID and this is the name. Only memory will be allocated. First of all, memory will be allocated for ID or name, right? First of all, what will happen? Can you please tell me?
ID.
Just I'm writing this code Java point. This is code Java point. To miss. Okay. Okay. What will happen when object is created by the JVM. Understand this code Java concept. Okay. So first of all, what will happen, boss? Memory will be allocated, right?
Hmm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Memory will be allocated only for the instance member, not for the static member. So here, for example, ID, okay, ID and ID, for example, name, consider these two property name. Then can you please tell me what will happen? Okay, was your JVM, okay, JVM assign, okay, JVM assign the default value. Yes or no?
Yes.
Should I repeat again?
No.
No,
What is
sir.
the default value? What is the default value for integer? Zero only, right? What is the default value for
Zero,
integer?
yeah,
And
zero.
none.
JVM will assign this one. In the third step was okay. Simply
Hmm.
constructor will be called. Can you please tell me what will happen?
Default constructor. Yes.
Execute the constructor. Okay, execute constructor. Yes or no?
Hmm.
So
Course,
we
yeah.
are telling at the time of object creation, constructor will be created. But before executing constructor, okay, JVM assign the default value, right?
Yes.
Then both JVM simply return the okay. JVM simply return the reference. Okay, return the reference of the object. Okay, is it okay?
Yes.
Have you got this point? Any confusion?
Mhm.
Just I'm repeating once more time. What will happen whenever JVM creates the object, JVM allocate the memory. Okay, whenever we are writing like this, say for example, can you see the writing? Yes.
No, no, sir. Not visible.
Okay, but notepad.
Yeah,
Not
notepad
very
visible.
visible.
Okay. Yeah, but no issues. Let me continue like this. Without doing what's the problem? Okay, I know everything is fine. Okay, so what will happen? Okay, whenever we are writing like this, say okay, leave this one. Just a moment, just a moment. It's not working. I don't know what is the problem. Mm, mm. Okay, let me continue without knowing. Suppose
Mhm.
whenever we are writing like this, better to let me try. Okay, for example, when we are writing like this, right? Whenever we are creating the object like new student, okay. So how
Mhm.
JVM create the object? You got the point, right? First of all, memory will be allocated, right?
Yeah.
On this variable, right? Then JVM assign, right? JVM assign the default value,
Mhm.
right? Then execute the constructor.
Mhm.
Then return the reference of the object. If you don't believe this simple code Java thing, okay, let me create one program. For example, one package. New class. Let me write the package name, for example, core Java. And let me write like this way. For example, any class, for example, okay, like employee class, okay? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Simply, for example, this is our class. Okay, so yeah, let me write, for example, okay, consider this property, okay, for example, integer ID, and consider, okay, like string name, okay, okay, and let me write one constructor, okay, like public employee. Okay, let me write parameterized constructor, for example, okay, like integer x and like
Yeah.
name,
Yeah. Yes.
and okay,
Name.
is it okay?
Yes.
Str
Yes.
okay, nothing more than this, and this it dot ID equals to, for example, x, and this dot name equals to n. Okay, any confusion?
No.
Okay, but okay, just observe 1 minute. Before that, so you know what is the purpose, right? What is the purpose? We are assigning the value, right? Whenever object will be created, at this time constructor will be called, right?
Yes.
If this two line is executed, after this two line, value will be assigned, right? Value will be assigned to this variable. Yes or no?
Yes.
Should I repeat again?
Yes, sir.
No.
No,
But
sir.
I want to show you what is the value, what is the value of
Uh,
ID and name
default value.
this two line, right?
Zero,
I'm
zero, null.
okay. Can I write like this? Say sysout like value of EID, right? Yes or no?
Hmm.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sysout value of name or simply works. Okay, name works plus okay, name. Okay, is it okay,
Name.
boss?
Yes.
And let me write, for example, one toString method. You know what is the purpose of toString method? Or
Yes. Representing the string.
string generator. Okay. Let me check. Control S. For example, now let me just 1 minute. Here only let me create one class. Okay. For example, like main class for Java. And simply just let me write the main method. For example, okay, first let me create the object new employee, right? Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
For example, I am passing value, for example,
Yes, sir.
11 and
Okay.
string value, for example, okay. Like job, equal 1, employee, okay, EMP1, okay, sysout EMP1, okay. Any confusion, boss?
No.
Or
No.
shift S,
No.
all shift X, right? So, first of all, have you got the point? Value of
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
equals to 0, value of name equals to null. After that, we are calling toString method, right? Or EMP. For this purpose, we are getting the value EID equals to 11, name equals to Tom. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
I hope is it very crystal clear. First of all, memory will be allocated, then value will be assigned, right? Yes or no? Then was constructor will be called. Then what will happen? Then simply it returns the reference, and we are storing this reference to this variable. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is simply some code Java point I explained here, right? I explained here. Suppose what will happen? Okay. So now let me remove this one. Let me remove this one. Okay, let me come here, right? Okay, this is our main class, right? This is our main class. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So whenever we run this program, all shift X, then J simply. So here we are getting value like for ID 0, for name null, for email null, because it is string value. Okay. For course null, for PWD, password for null. So what will happen was, so if I explain this internal also, we are writing like this way, right?
Hmm.
Yes or no, boss? So can you tell me
Yes.
what will happen? Why I should write this point? Just one moment. Okay, observe. So okay. So just observe this point. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? When we call the
Yes.
method,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
when you call the method, then GPU, what is it, boss?
Sir, when we call the method, then JVM allocate the memory of method, sir.
No, boss. Just observe.
As
Method.
I said, when we call the constructor, so what are the values inside the constructor? They will default value printed. Then after calling object,
There is no
suppose
method.
no method constructor
Only
employee.
constructor. Yeah.
These are employee.
First of all, default value is printed. Then allocating the values. Then original value printed.
Observe. So this is our method. In this method, is there any method? In this class, is there any method? In this class, is there any method?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Only constructor employee.
The constructor only we can print, right? We can
Yeah.
print something also, right? Yes or no? So for
Yes.
showing purpose, for the proof, I'm telling you, we know whenever object will be created, at this time constructor will be called, right?
Yes, sir.
Still,
And default value is
so,
generated
now we okay.
before.
Constructor is being okay. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I showed you actually. Actually, I wanna show you. Before executing this line, okay, before executing this line, what is the value? What is the value inside this variable, right? I wanna show
Yes, sir.
you.
Default value.
Before calling the constructor means before executing this line, what is the value? What is the value of the EID endgame, right? For this purpose, I'm writing like this way. Is it okay, boss?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, sir. I got it. I got it. That point. I say कि I say कि default when we create a method in a class,
You are
JVM
asking
not allocate the memory
when
to
we call
method.
the method. So where we are calling this method? For example, just observe this is our main class code Java, right? Observe right? Suppose here we are not calling any method, right? Simply we are
Yes,
creating
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
object, okay?
Creating the object.
We are
Constructor.
creating the object
Constructor calling.
and at the time of creating the object, we are passing some value, right? This is parameterized constructor only, right? Yeah, we are not calling any method. Simply we are creating the object. Yes or no? So simply here we are creating the object. What will happen for this line? Constructor will be called, right? This constructor will be called, right?
Yes.
Any confusion up now?
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Can you please confirm me? Am I audible or not?
Yes, audible.
Anyone?
Audible, sir.
Is there any
Yeah,
network
audible,
issue?
No.
In my side, no.
Can you please tell me? Just wait for me. Maybe something wrong. Okay. Right now, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, sir. Yes.
everybody will answer. We are not calling any method. Simply we are creating the object, right? We are creating the object, right? We are creating the object. So at the time of whenever we are creating the object, what will happen? Okay, this constructor will be called only, nothing more than this. This is not a method, this is a constructor. This is very core Java concept only, nothing more than this. So I wanna show you before executing this line, what is the value? What is the value? So we are getting the value
Default
actually
value.
0 and now. I wanna mean
Yeah.
whenever object will be created, first of all, memory will be allocated. Memory will be allocated not at the time of method calling, at the time of object creation, right? At the time of object creation, okay? So what will happen when object is created by the JVM? First of all, memory will be allocated. Then JVM assign the default value, right? Then execute the constructor, then return the object, okay? This fourth step will be happen.
Yes.
Leave this one now. So boss, okay. So actually I wanna mean boss here. So here, so we are not creating any object, right? We are not creating any object manually. Who will create the object? We are not writing any lines. We are not writing any lines of code for creating the object. Who will write? Who will create the object?
JVM create.
Actually, JPM.
JVM.
IOC container only.
Hmm.
Now, IOC container internally talks to the JPM. Like leave this one.
In a Spring when
Yeah.
Spring will create the object. Spring IOC container will create the object. Okay.
Yes.
Control C. Okay. Control this. So, okay. For example, so when, okay. Okay, boss, when we are writing this, okay, writing this. So what will happen, right? What will happen? Okay. So you know, Spring will create the object, right? Yes or no, boss? We
Yes.
are using, we are using bean tag only, right? Yes or no? Bean tag, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
To make the class Spring bean, right? Spring bean, then Spring will create the object, right? Yes or no, boss?
Yes.
Then Spring will create the object. So can you please tell me how Spring will create the object? How Spring will create the object? We know Spring will create the object, right? But how Spring will create the object? Any any idea? Any idea? Any idea? Spring will create the object, right? How Spring will create the object? Your answer is the wrong one, right? Obviously, you got the point.
Yes, sir.
Creating the application context and containment of GetBeans.
Sorry, 18?
Application context, new application context.
Okay, no, no. Inside the application context only, we are writing like this way, right? For example,
Yeah, yes, sir.
consider that we are writing ID, for example.
You will. The
Yes.
question is how Spring create the object
How
so
Spring create the
you-
object, right?
using bean objects.
So, okay, we are telling, hey, Spring, hey, boss, for example. Here, what does mean by this line? Let me just again also.
IOC container to JVM and JVM create the
We are telling like this way, like this is the ID, okay, studio one, and this is the class. So simply, boss, your IOC container, your Spring simply will load this class, right? What will happen if Spring container load the class? Can you please tell me how to
Yeah.
load the class? Do you know the for name method? For name method?
Yes.
You already familiar with the for name method. We write multiple times in our JDBC, right? How to load class, okay? How to load the JDBC
Yeah.
driver class, okay? So you know this for name
Yes.
method available inside a class, the name itself class, right? So boss,
Plus
Yeah,
of
yes.
formulas.
first of all, your Spring container load this class, right? For example, class dot for name, okay? Load this class,
Yeah.
okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
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 For example, like student, okay? Student dot class, or consider this student. Simply it will load, okay? Just with this one. Simply it will load, and first of all, it will load this class, okay, boss? It will load this class. Simply it will load this class, nothing more than this. Consider it will keep inside a variable, any variable name. Can you suggest me, for example, like class,
Class load. Yes.
or like class? If this one, what will happen internally actually? Then, for example, do you know anything reflection API or reflection in Java? Reflection, anything? Do you know anything about reflection?
No.
If you don't know,
Yes.
with this one, simply one method, for example, new instance. Whatever, just spelling, leave this one. This is actually reflection of. If you don't know this reflection, code Java concept, no issues, leave this one. For example, object like OBG. Just observe how Spring do internally. This is the variable name actually. This is the variable name. We are writing here class instead of class because there is a predefined property with name class. So I am not writing here. So Spring boss do this one manually. Spring do this one internally, right? Is it okay? We got this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But these lines, okay, these two lines or this line, okay, these lines equivalent to equivalent to one line. What is the line? Like new student, okay? Student. If you cannot understand, just keep in mind this line equivalent to, okay, this line equals to this line, okay, STD student. Have you got my point?
Oh, yes.
Let me write this point
It's
also,
getting
okay,
down.
for you. This line is like for this line equivalent to this line. Have you got my point? Is
Yeah.
it okay, boss? Are you getting my point?
Mm.
You are not getting my point, right? This internal, right? I'm writing this. I'm just repeating once more time. Whenever we are writing like to CMS, simply your Spring container will load the class, and using the reflection, it will create the object, right?
Hmm.
But internally, internally, this object will be created by our JVM actually. Okay, is it okay, boss?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
This line is executed by the JVM only, nothing more than this. Simply consider this line is equivalent to this line. I mean, actually, we are using the Spring. Just try to understand this internal. I will not repeat again, or even I will not explain. Even it is
Sir, you mean we the they class dot for name, this internally mechanism will be
yeah, actually
inside.
our your IOC container or Spring container actually what? It's a class only, right? It's a some program only, right?
Huh?
So it do the task. Okay, it writes the code. You can say like this way. It writes the code. Okay, for object, but internally, your IOC container asks to the JVM, hey JVM, I have no memory system. You have the memory system, boss. Please allocate this memory. Please create the object, right? So JVM will create the object. JVM will create the object, and JVM return to the IOC container. Have you got my point? So this line will be executed by what? By JVM only, right?
Yeah.
May repeat again. But are we writing
No.
from the developer's view? Are we writing this code?
No.
I just
No,
understand.
sir.
We are writing like this way, new student. Okay, student, just understand. Maybe you are getting some confusion. Who is writing the code?
Correct.
Developer.
Who is creating the object?
JVM.
Yeah, you
JVM.
can say we are creating the object, means we are writing the code. But internally, who will create the object? JVM only, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Same thing happens to the IOC container. Consider you are the IOC container. Okay, consider your IOC container is writing code for you. Okay, for the object creation. Okay, boss.
Yes.
Should I repeat again? Should I repeat again, boss?
No, sir. No. Got it, sir.
So first of all, just if you don't get no issues, simply your IOC container talk to the JVM or request to the JVM or ask to the JVM, hey JVM, you should create the object, right? So JVM will create the object, right? For
Yeah.
this class. Who will create the object?
JVM.
IOC container, but JVM.
Okay, JVM will create, understand internally what will happen. I'm writing for this. Okay. So, okay. IOC containers, right? Asks to the JVM, okay? To allocate the memory. Yes or no? Is it okay?
Yes.
JVM creates the
We'll
memory, right?
create the
Creating the
yes.
memory means what, boss?
allocate the memory in
Controllers. I'm writing in the below. Understand this internal also. So JVM, are you getting?
Yes.
JVM creates the memory means what? Means JVM creates the object of the JVM creates the object.
Yeah.
Means what, boss?
New keyword. New keyword.
Allocate the memory. Then what? Tell me. Then what? Assign the default value, right?
Finding
Then what?
Assign the default value.
Hmm. Execute
execute
constructor, right?
constructor. Oh,
Return the reference, right?
And
Yeah.
the reference.
Have you got my point?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So finally, JVM returns this object. JVM returns this object to IOC container because who is calling, who is requesting, who is asking?
IOC content.
So after object creation with a default value, okay. After object creation, IOC JVM return this object, okay, to IOC container. Have you got my point, boss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope right now this is very crystal clear, right? To explain one line, okay. To explain one line only, I am explaining so many concepts. Okay, I hope you got this point.
Yeah.
XJ, right? So why
Yeah.
we are getting a default value, right?
Yeah.
If anyone asks you, boss, who will assign the default value? Who will assign? Always keep in mind, if anyone asks you like this, this tricky question, who will assign, okay, the default value or initialize? Can you please tell me? Always JVM, keep in mind. Always JVM, okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Have you got my point, boss? Have you got my point? Who assigned JVM, right? Is it okay?
KVM.
Spring never,
Yeah.
never assign the default value. Have you got my
Assign
point?
value. Yes.
So, boss, right now, if anyone asks you this question, understand this question. Boss, who will create the object? What should be your answer? Please tell me.
JVM.
In Spring, who will create the object?
IOC container.
Please answer IOC container, not JVM. We don't know JVM, right? IOC container, okay? Next question, who will assign this value?
Yeah. JVM.
JVM.
If you are very big,
Correct.
then maybe
Yeah.
the interview person will not mind. Okay, who will assign IOC container? But actually, who will assign JVM only, right?
Yeah.
JVM.
JVM, yeah.
So can we call or can we say this is the injection? There is no injection. This is the default behavior, right? Are you getting my
Inject-
point? Sir, are you getting my point?
Yes.
I hope right now you are able to answer, boss. Who is creating the object? Your answer is IOC container. Who is assigning the value? JVM. Who is assigning the value?
JVM.
IOC container is creating the object, but JVM is assigning. How it's possible, boss? I hope right now you are in a position to answer this question.
Yeah.
Have you got my point? I think this is too much.
Yes, sir.
This is your task actually. So you will write this point. I'm not writing. Okay. Who will? Okay, I'm writing this point for you. Who will create the bean? Okay, who will create the bean? So to avoid the confusion, we need to write who will create the bean, right? IOC container, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? IOC container, okay? Who will
Will create IOC container, yeah.
default value, okay? JVM only, right?
JVM only, yeah.
IOC container is creating the bean, but JVM is assigning the default value, okay? Default value, okay? This is your task, okay? Leave this on. I hope you are in a position to answer this question. Any confusion, boss, up to now?
No, sir.
So you
Clear.
should say this is the injection. Should I repeat anything?
No, sir.
Okay, now understand. Maybe you didn't feel or you didn't get any joy. Okay, or any fun. Right now you'll understand. Okay, leave this one. So, okay. So our student class depends on this ID, right? Okay. But now let me inject the value. Can you please tell me how to inject? how to set the value to the property. So we are using how to set, yeah,
Properties,
tag.
properties.
Property tag.
there are 5 property, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
How to assign, like we are using one tag
Property.
property, right? Name is what?
Properties.
ID only, right?
ID.
Value, we are passing, don't say string. You know something like, can you please remember string expression, one module string expression, automatically available.
Yes.
So it will take care, boss. It will take care this value. You don't need to, okay, you don't need to think about, like we are passing a string value, what will happen? Based on the data type, okay, it will convert this value, right? Don't worry about this one, okay? Because there is
Yeah.
another module for this purpose, for this task. What is the name? String expression. Leave this one.
String
So I hope you got this point, right? How to,
Mhm.
now simply let me copy, Control C, and let me paste, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay, any confusion, boss?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You just tell me
ID.
name, email, right?
Name, email, course part, PWD.
Name, tell me what?
Email,
Email,
course,
it, codes, then
PWD, password,
I think
PWD.
course rating.
sorry,
something
can you please
wrong.
tell me?
In entity class, course spelling checks.
Just observe, for example, gmail.com, and for example, name equals to, for example, okay, boss, anything wrong? I'll shift X. Have you got that point?
Yeah.
Like, what is
Oh.
the- Let me check there. Your student message. Something wrong, right? Can you please check
Emails.
some spelling mistake, but I'm writing like this, okay? Is it okay, boss?
Yeah.
I'm not changing. I'm using this wrong name also. Wrong email name, nothing more than this. So right now everything is fine. Is it okay, boss? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Should I repeat anything?
Yeah.
Okay, just understand what will happen.
Mm.
So first of all, Spring will, okay, Spring asks to the JVM, here JVM, please create this object, right? Create this object. So JVM will create this object with default value and pass this object to the Spring. Spring will inject this value, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Have you got my point?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So we are calling this is an injection, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Why we are calling this is the dependency injection or injection?
Yes.
Mhm.
What will happen? Yeah. Are you getting this internal?
Yes.
JVM
Yeah, yeah.
will create the
Yeah.
object with, okay, with default value, okay? Value n, return the object to the, okay, IOC container, okay?
IOC container.
IOC container, okay? IOC container will inject the value, right? Okay. We are calling this is the injection, right? Okay. Because IOC container will inject the value, right?
Yes.
Can you please tell me
Yes.
how injection happens? Can you please tell me how injection happens, boss? Injection happens through IOC container, right? Sorry, injection happens through the setter method only, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
This is the setter injection, okay?
Injection.
Okay, we call this. Okay, this is the. Okay, leave about my spelling. This is the setter injection. Have you got this point? What is setter injection and why we are calling this setter injection?
Yes.
Is it okay, boss?
Yes.
So for setter injection, setter method is compulsory or not?
Yes. Getter and setter. Yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
For
That's why we created.
for setter injection, right? Injection. Setter method.
Setter method is required.
Just observe. Let me explain this point also. So, so ID, right? Consider what will happen. So this is your ID only, right?
Hmm.
Control C. When we are writing what will happen, just understand those. So what will happen internally, right? Okay. What will happen? Do you want me to explain this internal concept also? What will happen internally? Boss?
I think no need, sir.
Are you getting this point actually? Still we call, okay, the, here, what ID we are using? ID only, right? Call the simply set ID, okay? Set ID method, okay? So if the set ID, okay, set ID method is not, okay, is not present in the class, okay, then Spring throw an exception, right? Yes or no?
Mhm.
Have you got my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Meaning, for example, we are using consider, yeah, ID equals to, for example, SID. Can you please tell me which method will be called? Which method will be called? Can you
SID. Setter method, no?
say then SID, okay?
SID. Yeah, yes, sir.
Then it will pass the value, right? And
Yeah.
it will pass the value. Actually, actual thing is how to call those. Simply set SID and it will pass the value what? Pass the value 10. Have you got my point, boss?
Yes.
Internally, this thing will happen. Control S. What is the proof, boss? Consider this is the ID. You consider this is the student class. Consider, let me comment this setter method, okay? Is it okay, boss?
Yeah.
Okay, Control S. Control Z. Control S. Now let me run this program. Do you think is it possible to run? Is
Not
it
right.
possible? So are you able to answer this question for setter method, for setter injections?
Required.
X. So it will throws an error. Have you got the point, boss? What is the solution? Simply comment, okay?
Yes.
Control S. Right now, let me run Alt Shift X. Okay. Is it okay, boss? Right now, everything is fine.
Yes.
Even if
Yeah,
we
yes,
change
sir.
the name, just observe. Let me use year one. Even if we change the name, we will get an error. Alt Shift X J. Observe the error. Is it okay, boss? We are getting the error.
Yeah.
And what is the
Yeah.
error? We can read error. Getting bill with name. Okay. Invalid property ID. Okay, can you observe invalid property ID of bill? Just if you read, just observe.
Has invalid
Property
setter.
ID is not writable, okay? Or is an invalid setter method, okay? Is an invalid setter method. Is it okay, boss? Clearly it is telling. Any confusion to understand?
Yeah. No.
Okay, what will happen internally? Control this. Now just observe. Okay. So I hope you got this point. What is setter method? Okay, and setter injection, right? What will happen internally? Actually, I had no plan to explain this concept, but no issues. I have got something. Any confusion up now? Please, can you please tell me?
No, sir.
This was now. Now what I should explain. So I'm coming. Let me remove Control S. The last time, Alt Shift X 0. So we are getting okay. So now we configure this class using XML based configuration, right? Yes or no? Means we are achieving this setter injection here. This is dependency lookup, right? This is dependency
Yeah.
lookup, and this is the dependency injection, right? Yes or no? What is the advantages, boss? Here, what is the advantages if we change that? Okay, simply just one advantage is data and code both are separated. If you want multiple class, Control C, simply you can change, right?
multiple main class.
Okay, no problem. We'll explain this one. Now, let me do this one using other configuration, right? Okay.
Mhm.
It is better to explain in the next class. I'll explain the same thing in other configuration, right? Another concept, okay? And I'll take
Hmm.
more class. Okay. Any confusion?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, then remaining concept we'll discuss in our next class. Okay, boss? Maybe next time we have a class, okay?
Yeah.
Any confusion up to now? Okay, boss?
No,
Good
sir.
day.
So thank you, sir.